And tonight we continue with part 2 of our conversation with Decatur City Council member Hunter Pepper. We discuss his relationship with the community months after the death of Steve Perkins and the Perkins family. Here's a listen. Part of your experience, at least with the community during one city council meeting, there's been a level of contention. Would you agree?
Agreed. There's been a lot of anger, a lot of hurt, a lot of pain that has come to the city council meetings. There has been a lot of individuals to approach us with questions. They've come up with, wanting a hug. We have people that have approached us saying, what are we going to do next? How are we going to heal the city? In this situation, it's heartbreaking.
There's a petition for you to resign, garnering almost 2,000 signatures. Do you believe the community still trusts you?
I would say that the people in my district do trust me. I've went and I've held a couple of meetings in some neighborhoods. I've talked to a lot of individuals, and I have people reaching out to me every single day, contacting me, asking me, questions about different things in our district.
Still people who want you to step down. What would you say to them?
I say 90% of them don't live in the city of Decatur or Morgan County. I've actually scrolled through and looked at at quite a bit of the individuals that have signed said petitions, and I have only seen maybe 10 from my district alone.
Let's say it is 90% that don't live in your district or in Decatur for that matter, but those 10% that you say, that you believe, what?
So the 10% that I believe, I asked them to reach out to me and talk to me. Ask me why. If you can sit down with me and have a conversation with me, and at the end of the day you're still unhappy with me, then we can go from there.
I've seen on your social media pages that you obviously support the Decatur police in lieu of the Steve Perkins case. What message do you believe that sends to the family of Steve Perkins?
That's a good question, and it's a question that I've actually had put in front of me before, and I told them that I don't know in that situation. And the reason why I say I don't know is I don't know what's going through their heads right now. They lost someone that I believe was close with them, and that's detrimental. However, I can say from an individual standpoint, if that were me in their situation, I would probably be angry at me. I would be. There's somebody speaking out and what they believe is against their family, and I'm not against their family. I'm not against anybody. I don't hate anybody. The Lord says love everybody. You can dislike, but you don't hate. And in this situation, a lot of people have asked, well, do you support the Perkins family? And my answer to them is, well, I support every family. Obviously, the Perkins family has been through a lot recently, but I don't want to specify just that family because the officers involved in the situation are going through something as well.
Would you change anything that you've done?
That's a good question. And particularly, no. No, I would not change anything that I've done. I believe that I've handled myself in a way that I feel honorable to myself.